Hello, everyone. I wanted to go over your resume design with you to give you a couple of tips or tricks that you might need as you're creating your resume. If you haven't already gotten your information together, you need to get your education, when you will put an anticipated graduation date on the date, then your work experience, your skills, your any honors and awards, and references. If you have any, 2 to 3 is usually the best way to start. Yours may fit just on one page, and that's fine. That does not have to be spread out to multiple pages. As I showed you in the last demo, the master pages are where I've set my contact information because I have a multiple page. If you don't, you do not have to use master pages. You can put everything on one page. If you have trouble with the spacing, I know we talked about styles, but they're a little confusing, especially if you're new to this. So I'm not expecting you to add styles to your document. If you're having trouble getting the spacing that you want and getting the layout like you want, you don't have to have everything in one text box like this. I'm going to move this over to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So you can make a text box like that, and you can have multiple ones. As you can even do alt paste. And if you say if you make your picture education and you get the dates and the places noted here, and you want everything to have the same font. Let me do it this way. I'll copy it from there. Then what you can do is hold your alt key down, and you will copy that. And then you can put in your next header, which is maybe work experience and the dates and things and details about what you did. And it doesn't have to be like mine. That is just an example. There are lots of resume examples. You can Google them and you'll see all kinds of interesting ways of doing this or simpler ways. And I like mine with my logo and information running down the left, but you may like yours running across the top, and that's totally fine. This is personal preference on how you want to do this. I'm just giving you feedback on, if you're highlighting, your name and your education, if important things are being brought out the way they need to. That's really what this is about. Anything else that you want to add, you can add imagery. If you are really feeling ambitious and you want to, you can go to Illustrator and make your own logo or something like that. Some people put images or textures in a background. They'll fill the entire page. What you can do is get your frame tool, and you can make a block that fits your page. And to bring an image in or a logo, you're just going to do File, Place, and you can go to, let's see if I can find something cool here. And when your image is in there, if you click it right there in the center, you can hold the Command-Shift key on a Mac, or you can do percentage up here. You can just keep increasing the size. And then what I can do is go Object, Arrange. Nope, for whatever reason it's not selecting that. Try that again. Let me get where it's selecting the blue box. We're going to go Object, Arrange, Send to Back. And then over here, you can actually lower down the opacity. So or either that, or some people have done it where they've only done part of the image. So you can shrink your box like this. And then if you select your direct selection key, you can highlight the image and drag it over. And you can move it around that way. If you want to have it just part of an image on your page, that's fine. I don't usually do images on resumes. I like to keep them nice and clean. But this is your resume and this is your personality, and it's how you want to do it. So if you have a logo you want to create, or if you just want to keep it simple, it's all type, just your name, just however you want to put that, it is totally fine. This is totally up to you how you want to build this, as long as it has the requirements as far as your education, your work experience, and any volunteer experience, anything of that nature, and your references. That's really all you need. And I do recommend, if you are using references and you are actually going to use this later on to hand out to people, make sure you get permission from those people to be listed as a reference. And when you finish this part, you will be able to have a PDF at the end, so you can have this to apply for internships or things of that nature right now. I hope that helps. I'm about to come back with a couple more tutorials, and I hope they help. Thanks.